First off, I'd like to preface that no, this is not my new setup. Okay? Today we're talking about the best superhero film I have ever seen. Superman 2025, okay? Now, opinions are opinions, so don't, try and, flip and take my guts out and slaughter me to hell, but I cried 7 times. You're gonna be like, oh, wuss, big baby. You suck ass, okay? All you ever do is, you should come back to the Snyder. No, okay? Zack Snyder's universe is dead. What an ass is that? Give up and don't attack me in the comments. I've had enough of the attacking. I just loved James Gunn's Superman, okay? It was everything, okay? It was hope. It was action. It was literally the comics. Man, it was the comics. I have never seen anything like it. It was just straight up comics. Okay? All-Star Superman. Superman for all seasons. Luther Core, believe it or not. It was literally everything. The fact it gave me that much of an emotional reaction as well is insane. Now, I'm using this setup because my PC is here. The first ever PC I've ever gotten in my lifetime. So that's why I'm using this. Plus, I can use my microphone now on the PC. How'd that sound? I hoped it sounded good. This is just proof that I'm using it. Now, the cinematography, obviously, it's not going to be that good. Okay, it's a superhero movie. But it was quite amazing for a superhero movie, I will say. It wasn't, the best, okay, cinematography-wise. But who am I kidding? I rated this a 10 out of 10 on IMDb, alright? It literally gave me an emotional reaction I can't even, put into words. Here's a picture, by the way. Literally, as soon as the credits started rolling, I was like, Mom, give me my phone. I need to capture this image for the review. And for it to give me that much of an emotional reaction is insane. Okay? The casting was perfect. I do admit, Jimmy Olsen, I'm a bit iffy on Jimmy Olsen, because, he wasn't really in it much, but casting is still perfect. So yeah, everything about this new Superman is perfect. Now, review over. Let's get to All-Star Batman and Robin, the best thing I have ever witnessed in comic book history. All-Star Batman and Robin, but a boy wonder, is what happens when you give an AI loads of edgy content and say, hey, make a Batman comic out of it. So, let's start. We start with Robin Dick Grayson, performing acrobats. He's a part of the Flying Graysons, a circus, and this is his thoughts. This should get me killed, but it won't. Not that I can breathe, with my heart fighting it out with my Adam's apple. Just now. But I know for sure I'll get through this. They're always there for me. They always catch me. Mom and Dad, they always catch me. They're always there for me. They're always there for me. Oh, was that a typo? Did they mean to put that twice? I fly! Then he looks like the most joyous boy in the whole universe. And then we have so now we have a naked Vicky Vale for the horny teenagers. And she just complains about how she absolutely hates Batman and she wants him to die immediately. And how she absolutely wants to suck Bruce Wayne's dick. So now she's at the circus with Bruce Wayne, who she's really trying to touch his dick. And, she's, Dick Grayson is falling. She's like, oh God, oh my God. And then Bruce Wayne's like, don't worry, darling. This kid knows what he's doing. And, yeah, he saves himself. Turns out it's all a part of the act. And, the funny bit, is starting to come. So, Vicky Vale says, this kid's amazing. And then flipping Bruce Wayne says, yeah, I've had my eye on him for a while. He's something, alright. Yeah, this brat is something. Yeah, okay. Let's just call a random kid I don't know a brat. That's nice. So, because it's obviously, pedo behavior to have your eye on a kid, Vicky Vale's like, so why have you had your eye on him? And then, Bruce Wayne normally casually responds the obvious answer, I've got an eye for talent. Ah! And then Vicky Vale, wanting to suck his cock so bad, says, "The more this guy tells me, the less I know. What doesn't help me at all is that I'm totally gone on him. I'm having a date with Bruce Wayne. Hot damn." Oh my god. When I clicked, right, it was zoomed in so I could read the text, and it looked like bro was just getting... Ladies and gentlemen, the Flying Graysons! And then both of Robin's parents get shot because why not? We need plot. So it's retelling its origin. All sad, all dead. And then Bruce Wayne, Batman, comes in and says, well, thinks he doesn't understand. He can't possibly understand. I couldn't when it happened to me, and I don't know why this was done to him. I can't know why. Not yet. Next panel, we get Batman absolutely obliterating the guy who was hired to kill the parents. Let me just read this whole panel, like, straight up, because it's hilarious. But I know exactly this much. The boy has entered my world, and he'll never leave it. There's no way out of it. Major pedo energy, Batman. What's happening? What's happening? All hell's breaking loose in there. What's happening? Did somebody fall? There's no way out. No way out. So, Batman chucked a Batarang with snake, as he calls it, snake poison, so snake venom, into the guy who killed, Dick's parents, and, you know, it's gonna make this guy have horrifying hallucinations for months. And instead of, like, just chucking a normal one at him, injuring him a bit, so you can get information of why he killed his parents, instead you go poison him and leave him to severe psychological breakdown. Good job, Bruce, good job. Anyway, no way out. Thuck. Not for us. Snake poison. Snake venom. Turns out the stuff works. I hope it's got some nasty side effects. As a matter of fact, I checked. It does. What do you mean you hope then? This killer will be pulling off bugs that aren't there out of his ears for a month. Severe psychological damage right there, Bruce. Great job in saving the day. Jocko Boy Vanzetti. Any dirty job there is for anybody who wants it. Big as an ox and twice as smart. Yeah, caught myself a 6.5 foot long minimum now. Whatever that says. There's a lot of food chain to work my way up. But first, the kid, Dick Grayson, age 12. And then we're back at Vicky Vale, who gets assaulted by a police officer. There's something riding in Gotham City. It wears a badge. Go back to your newspaper, sexpot. I'm not here as a reporter. That boy's in deep shock. Thank you, someone addresses it. Dick, over here, looks like he's about to kill a family of 5. Vicky gets assaulted by a police officer, and somehow she's just walking away, all fine. And then we get to where people are like, wait, Batman just kidnapped the hell out of this kid. So Batman's thought says, I knew these cops would take the boy to the gulch, so I set up my Sonics. Bats like my Sonics. Yeah, what the hell? They like him a lot. Crazy, it's crazy! Get out of here! Get in the car! That's what I imagine the New Yorkers would sound like. Gothamers. What about the bread? Screw the damn bread! Let's get them bats! Eat him! What? Eat him? Everybody's in position. I kill the Sonics. And then Batman straight up just kidnaps the boy Wonder and says, on your feet, soldier. You've just been drafted into a war. Oh my god, Batman, aren't you so cool? So issue 2 takes us to the most weirdest Batman in comic book history. From up here, Gotham City is beautiful, beautiful, like Edgar Allan Poe's sweet Lenore. Before her small couch brought a spot of blood to her lip, and the poet knew she was plagued. Doomed. There's no sign of the dry rot that eats at the bones of my city. Not from here. Not from up here. I've just kidnapped a traumatized youngster, strong boy. For his age, he's damn strong. Whoa, Batman! Whoa, you're so epic! Dick Grayson, aerialist, 12 years old, brave boy, damn strong. Not that he's got a prayer of escaping my grip. Batman's putting Dick Grayson to sleep. Why? I don't know why. It's just a thing that happens in this comic. You have to get used to it. But he's strong, very promising. He just might do. He just might. One thing you'll notice with this comic series is they repeat a lot. Like, Batman would just say, damn, she's thick. Like, Batman would just do that randomly. Like this, you'll notice, oh, he's strong boy, oh, come to my dick. You know, he's just like, why, Batman? Why are you doing that? Why are you just repeating what you've already thought? So Batman, earlier in the comic, issue 1, thought it would be an amazing idea to, I don't know, crash a car. So now Vicky Vale is injured and Alfred is helping her. But we don't really care about them. Let's get to funny Batman being offensive. My world. Welcome to my world, Dick Grayson. Bats, rats, and warts, and all. You poor boy. You poor little... Welcome to hell. Hell, or the next best thing. The gas claims him down in the space of seconds. He won't be having any nightmares, not the kind that aren't true anyway. Then he starts fusing. Who the hell are you? Sleep, kid. The gas was meant to knock him out. His brain ought to be sailing past the moon right now. What's this brat made out of? Damn maniac! So Batman just, like, swerves a car. Sleep. The world I'm gonna wake you up to will be no better than the world you already know. But it'll make a whole lot more sense than that one did. Once I put you through holy hell, it will. It'll make sense. A lot of sense. Holy hell, or the next best thing. What do you mean, or the next best thing? What are you trying to do, Batman? Wait a minute. That's not his real voice. It's like he's doing some lame-ass Clint Eastwood impersonation. That's not his real voice. He's faking it. He's faking it. So sleep tight, punk. Sleep tight, my ward. What the hell's the word? Shut up. I'll do the talking here. Oh, Batman. Oh, I love Batman. Oh, this is my Batman, guys. Whoa! Robert Pattinson, move over. It's all about All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. And then we get to my favourite panel in Batman comic history. Who the hell are you anyway, giving out orders like this? What are you, Dense? Are you retarded or something? That's the best thing I have ever read in a comic. Like, that is so funny. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm the goddamn Batman. It's just so stupid. I'm gonna be the best friend you could ever hope for. Well, will you look at that? I'm gonna be the best friend you could ever hope for, and the worst enemy you could ever imagine. Sure, whatever, man. Bro does not care. Dick does not care. Now, I'm running out of storage on my phone. I'll have to make a part 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.